Okay.
Welcome to another session with carne. How are you?
Wonderful.
How
Just fine.
has your last 2 weeks been?
I've been ill actually. I think I had like some kind of winter sickness from Tuesday. That was no fun at all, actually. But I'm better now.
And you probably got it in the office as well.
Maybe. I actually had a friend who got something exactly this at the same time. So it might have been outside of the office. But yeah. And it was terrible. It was really terrible.
So how did it manifest? Everywhere.
I should spare you the details of that one, but no, I was Tuesday night was no joke, if I put it that way. I spent more time in the bathroom than in my bedroom, probably. One of the worst nights probably ever. I hope your 2 weeks have been better.
Yeah, it's been pretty nice. The worst day for me, I think, was in Copenhagen. I just went there for like 2 or 3 days, and I ate at this very nice fish restaurant with the mussels and all kind of seafood, and that didn't go well. Anyway, that's a long time ago. Do you have anything else? Any updates? Bitcoin has been moving up.
Yeah, really much.
Yeah, well, it's moving really fast now. I mean, it's you always get surprised, when it starts moving. It moves quickly. I mean, I was optimistic, for 2024, but I mean, it's still I'm surprised that we're already. And I mean, my reference is CoinGecko, and so they registered all-time high yesterday.
How much was it?
I think it was like 69,700, maybe something like that. I think these sites they track different exchanges and stuff. So I mean, I think some reported over 70,000, but yeah, it's somewhere there. But I mean, it and it's pretty broad. Like it's not only Bitcoin; it's a lot of other stuff. And also, I mean, if you look at these meme coins, the dog coins, all of that, they are moving like crazy now, which is a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, I was looking at this Alex Becker channel about exit strategy, and he had his strategy. And even though he believed it could reach like 150 or 200, he had like a set strategy for 100K, and then he would sell it and put it in Ether, and then wait a number of days, then put it in these others because they are always some days behind. He said. So that was his strategy, at least. So, do you have any strategy yet?
I think if I look at Bitcoin, especially, I mean, I think I follow the ETF relatively closely. I think that still is maybe the most important factor in this. And everything I hear, and then I think you should listen more to maybe like the traditional finance people, because they are the ones investing in this. And I think everything I hear is that probably more and more money will be allocated to the ETFs. And I mean, already at these levels, if you look at, I think the first like 3-4 weeks, it was plus minus zero, basically, with the net inflow. But the last 6 or 7 weeks, something like that, it's been, I think it's 2 days, with net selling. Otherwise, it's like pretty significant net buying. And if you listen, to what's going to happen in the future, I think most people think that there will be more net buying, at least like in dollar terms. I mean, if Bitcoin price goes up a lot, maybe there will be less actual Bitcoin spot, but I mean, I think in dollar terms, I think most people seem to think that they will increase the buying.
So no selling in sight.
It's so it's easy, to get like carried away and put. I mean, people, and this is the same every time. Now people are start talking about like 250K, 500K, even million K. It's. But I'm really tempted to sell off a little bit fairly soon. I think I would like, but I need to have like a good way of doing it. I think that's maybe the main problem for me.
Yeah, you can look at the unexpected channel for that one, because I think as I understand, when it starts falling, it will be really hard to sell. I mean, all these like Coinbase, etc., they will be like totally blocked, and there will be no one buying. So you can only sell when it plateaus again, and that might be the drop might be significant. So, well, I have no experience about that, but I guess that's true. That when people start selling, whenever that may be, it will be hard. And the people that get in now are different from the ones that have been holding it for a long time. They are maybe not interested in holding it the same way.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, it's tricky. I mean, if you look at the last 4 hype cycles, the prices have dropped by like 85 to 90%. It has been the same, almost identical, like the last 4 times. So it can be really brutal, on the way down also.
Yeah, I saw in the chart that it follows pretty much the same as, like, was it 2 or 3 years ago?
Yeah.
The chart, it's almost similar. So now it's at like this medium bullish, and it will fall and it will go up, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's easy to get greedy,
Yeah. Yeah.
Greedy is
I
good.
don't know. Yeah, I don't dare to go into that anyway, so I do not offer any advice really. So.
Do you have any price that you would be comfortable just selling off everything? If it just went straight up, say it went to 80K next week or something like that, or 90 the week after, just making it up. Do you have like a number and where you feel?
I don't think I would sell everything actually. I mean, if you're not talking about like a million K or something, I think actually I will hold on to something just for the chance of it actually reaching like $1 million, because then like one Bitcoin would go quite far, right? So but I mean, let's say I mean, I should definitely sell something already, like I should sell now a little bit, to be honest. But definitely, I would be stupid if I didn't sell anything at 100K if we get there.
Yeah, I was looking a bit into the Germany in general, and the economy is probably one of the worst in the EU at the moment, because like the boomers are retiring, so they're lacking workforce. They are like, I mean, the made in Germany is pretty much over soon because China takes over. And also they have like really high energy prices because the gas dependency. So I would be afraid to move to such a country because they will just solve it with like tax increase and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you investigated more in that.
No, I haven't. But otherwise, I guess Germany it's. I mean, it's relatively similar to Sweden. I mean, you know what you get, and it's a safe country, and I guess relatively easy probably to transfer money in and out of Germany. It's not like a suspicious country or anything like that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, you could always work with the ammunition. It's
Yeah.
nice to have a fallback like that, you know. So
yeah, I'm getting this like on Facebook, this almost like ads for different type of German weapons and stuff like that, like these machines taking out drones and stuff like that.
Okay.
mhm.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
That's the future. Would be
Yeah.
putting assembling shells in the basement.
Yeah. It's not the worst.
No.
Sounds like a good career.
No, but yeah, exactly. No, but I mean, if that would be a solution, actually, to spend like, I don't know, half a year in Germany, like in the south of Germany, for example, I could do that. It's not the worst.
Yeah, another thing also, now will be implementing like compulsory drafting, so you will be straight to the army as well. First one in Ukraine. Maybe worth it.
Then I can finally do something useful. You know, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, stop selling snooze and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Something more productive.
Is there anything negative with Germany? I can't see it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So
But I
what
still
have you been up to?
recommend Portugal or Spain. Sorry, what did you say?
No, I just said it. What you have been up to?
No, I've been. I found a property that I will probably buy.
Okay.
So we will see. Currently, it's reserved, and I have an architect looking at the drawings, because it's a house, but a very, very small one, like it's 3-bedroom, with it like a non-existent plot. So there are like 5 different houses. It's the independent house, but there are 5 different houses that have sacrificed part of their plots to build a pool in the middle. So they have like a pool in like a mini community, and it's 2 minutes walk from here. So it's perfect, like first project to manage. The only thing is that the architect will be investigating that to see if they have not like built too much, and we can make the changes that we want to. So hopefully I'll have an answer like Tuesday afternoon, and then probably put in the first 10% on Wednesday.
Interesting, super interesting. But are you going to be like a completely new house, or are you just remodeling?
It's remodeling. I mean, they will the plan changes will be mostly like, well, new floor, open up the kitchen a little bit more, maybe central heating, cooling, and the biggest change would be the roof, to create like a terrace on the roof instead of just the tilting roof on the top. So to get like more view and like a barbecue up there or something. So those are the changes that I want. We'll see what we can do.
How many square meters approximately? Like in total?
I think it's like 180.
Oh, pretty decent size.
Yeah, but the plot is like 300 or something. So it's just like 2 meters to running house. That could be a problem, because it should be like 3 meters to the nearest neighbor. And it has a garage, that's a good thing. Quite big, but open garage. So I think it was like a good opportunity. It was a little bit more than I expected, but so I will take loan for that part. But I think the price was good comparing to the market and other prices. So it was like 595. So given that it's a detached house in a quite good area, I think it's a good price.
Well, if it gets
So
finalized,
we'll
maybe
see.
you can share some pictures
Yes,
when it's finished.
I will probably open like an Instagram account like I did for my house here, so you
Perfect.
can so anyone that wants to follow the
Yeah.
development.
Wow, yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think because it's been a little bit hard to find a good project, and if you do property development with apartments, there is much less money in it because you put the same amount of money in an apartment that you do in a house. Basically, there's not so much difference, but you can do much more with a house, and so it's a bigger chance to sell it at a higher price. But I'm not doing it really for the money. It's just that I do it for that it's a project for me and my girlfriend, and that's something she wants to do as well, and also that I need to have an activity here in Spain. So it's a good thing that I found something. So I hope there's not like too many problems or problems that I can work with, so I can continue that project.
Do you have any idea what kind of budget you're gonna have for?
Yeah,
remodeling?
I think we'll probably spend let's say 150, 170. So yeah, so that it's probably like, and then sell it maybe 900,000 or something. So we will see. We will see. This will be the first one, so will probably not be the most efficient one, because you need to ask different type of builders what they will offer, and there will probably be fees that you haven't calculated with, and it's hard to when you do something for yourself or when you do something for someone else and to save money. That's you want to make it good, but not too good because it will cost too much.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool.
It would be
But
fun
it
to
was
follow.
it was I just got an email about it, and I was just replying instantly, and that was my advantage because I was here. I was like 2 minutes from that. Once we could look at it the next day, there was so many other people interested in that once. So what you do is you pay the reservation fee that you can get back. So it's 10,000 euro, and you pay that fee, so it's taken off the market, and then you have a little bit of time to investigate everything. So that's how it works. Yeah, and then I put in my car for the changes I wanted, because I wanted to add some noise cancelling in the wheel arc area, and also I wanted to change the suspension. But when I picked it up on Friday, it was so terrible to drive. I mean, the suspension was really too hard, so I was just bounced. I felt like I had a minor concussion after driving it home. So the good thing about this specific one that I purchased is that there are like 242 different steps of hardness to softness. So, but it's hard to make these changes yourself to get access to that setting. So I will go with the car on tomorrow again, and they will adjust it to be a little bit softer. Hopefully it will be better, because it's terrible at the moment. I was really down. I was just, I have to change back to the old suspension. But they have these settings for a reason, so you can control. But now it's like super hard. So it's more like if you drive on a track that is super flat or something. But I mean, the roads here, the little, I mean, if it's just a little uneven, which it is all the time, it just move like this. So, and you cannot even drive over speed bumps. Even if you drive it slowly, it will be like boom. It's hard, like bounce. But we'll see tomorrow. A little bit more hopeful now. I'm in direct contact with the Taiwanese manufacturer, so they give me some suggestions on next settings.
Okay, but what about the?
Sorry, no.
Yeah, thinking about the. You tried to make some sound dampeners, so it was drowned out. Did it work?
I didn't. I was so out of focus when driving because I was bumping like this, so it was not even possible to think about. It felt quieter, but I did. What I did before was that I had like a camera. I had the dash camera that I was recording. I had a phone that was recording this decibel meter. So I was driving a specific with the speed limiter, specific speed, and it filmed that one. And it also that phone had an accelerometer on it as well. So it was like recording these up and downs movement. So I'm not sure if I will try to map that one, but it would be fun to see the difference, how the suspension, if it can smoothen out the different movements. At least I will see the sound levels, but it's not possible to test at the moment because now it sounds too much because it's jumping around.
Well, are you happy with the car otherwise?
Yeah, otherwise I'm really happy, but now it feels like it's been in an accident or something and needs to go to the hospital again.
Yeah, this doesn't sound optimal.
But that's the thing about, I think, about experts. I'm not sure if it's specific to us that work with computers, but when I do something, I do a lot of investigation before about in this case, the suspension and how to do different things. And then we have the experts that will make these kind of changes, the person that are at the workshop. And they have like a totally different opinion because they have only the things that they worked with in the past. While I have like scanned the internet and read reviews and more like scientific tests. And there's a little bit of conflict there I had with discussion with them about the best way of doing things. It felt so strange because I was so convinced that I had the right opinion on how to do things, but I have like no experience at all, really. So yeah, we had these discussions on how it should be implemented and how to apply the different like noise cancelling stuff and even selecting the right products for this specific vehicle. But I think in the end they listened to me and so I was at least satisfied with that one. But it was discussion. I'm not sure if you have experienced it, if you have like people working in the house with something or renovation and you have some ideas of how it should be done.
Yeah, I have a very, very good example of that from this week actually. Because I'm doing the renovation of my new apartment now. I actually bought a kitchen today. Yeah. So
IKEA?
No, Elgiganten actually.
Elgiganten, okay.
Yeah.
Do they have a specific brand or?
Yeah, they have like their own brand. I think it was a standalone brand. I think it was actually people from IKEA that started it from the beginning. But then I think Elgiganten started cooperating with them, and after a while I think they bought them. So now it's incorporated into Elgiganten.
Okay, so to your example.
Sorry?
Yeah, your example that you. Sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah. No, exactly. No, but this actually, I actually started with an IKEA kitchen, and then I felt like I wasn't 100% happy with it. It felt like a little bit. I think it's okay, but it felt a little bit cheap, in some aspects. So I actually looked at this other one, and it feels better for sure. And it looks a bit more. It looks a bit better. But it's not, and they had this like 50% off campaign. So you get almost all the different stuff for 50%, except like countertop and sink and tap and stuff. So this Monday I was supposed to meet the electrician in the apartment. We went to discuss actually where the switches would go. The smart switches, because he was not experienced. He didn't have experience with these Tuya switches. But then, just out of a coincidence, they had gotten the delivery of the floor also the same day on Monday. So the carpenters were there, and they had started putting the first pieces together. So I'm going to have this, fishbone floor, wooden fishbone floor, which is a bit more expensive than if you have the normal wooden floor, especially to lay it down. The cost of laying it down is a lot higher, actually. So I mean, you want to have it done the right way. And then I saw so they had started, because they had put this, to even out the floor. It's a concrete floor, and then they put this. I don't know what you call it in English actually, but I mean to make it totally even, right? Because these old buildings, they are not even. Nothing is straight,
Right.
Anyway, so otherwise the floor will be also wobbly. And so then they started putting down the floor straight onto the concrete. And I think we always need to have some kind of cushion underneath.
Yeah.
I mean that's floor 101. To know. So no, we're just going to put this glue, and then we're going to put this, the wood on top of the concrete, like smack on top of it. And I was like really arguing back and forth for quite some time. And finally, it's okay. We call it. The floor came from Bauhaus, so they agreed to call Bauhaus just to check. And they say, yeah, of course you need to have this, this buffer, the cushioning underneath. So, but that was just by coincidence, that they happened to be there. I wasn't even supposed to talk to them. So that may, otherwise, up until that point, I actually got quite a good feeling for them. But now I'm worried for everything they're going to do, especially the kitchen. Now, with the kitchen, I think they have so many opportunities to screw it up.
Yeah, and they will probably blame the kitchen maker as well. They didn't send the right parts or something.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and the thing is that builders are usually reluctant to build other kitchen and then their own selection, because there can be so many problems with the kitchen. I don't want to scare you, but but so was it with the builder that I thought about this new property. He didn't want me to select any other kitchen. If I did, I had to hire someone else to assemble that kitchen.
Okay. Yeah, probably IKEA is probably the safest choice in this respect, because I guess most carpenters that they know how to assemble an IKEA kitchen.
Yeah, but you should probably check with the Elgiganten if they have any workers that can do the kitchen, and then compare the price, because they have done the same kitchen all the time.
Yeah. Problem is, I have already contracted this first company to do everything. So, I think it will be a little bit problematic maybe to all of a sudden exclude this part, because this is quite a big part of the renovation. And I think it's also a good thing to have one carpenter responsible for all of it. Otherwise they might say no, the kitchen is leaning, it's not straight because the floor is not straight or whatever,
Yeah.
So but I'm a bit worried. I mean, actually.
Yeah. The same thing when I think I came here one time. And I'm not sure. No, it was after you were here during the renovation, and I went up to the roof terrace, and I saw, because they have already put up the glass wall, or the glass, what is called it,
Yeah.
the glass windows on the terrace, and they had this frame where they inserted the glass into, and then the frame was like totally straight, but the floor was leaning too much. So I was totally depressed. But they only laid the different floor tiles on that one, so the floor tiles were like going down too much. So next day I called them, and they had to rip up all the different floor tiles and fill in with flytspackel.
Yeah, I think that's the word I was looking for. Was okay. So they had to do that actually. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are the things. You go in and temporarily see something, and then you have probably so many different things that they didn't do right that you
exactly
haven't seen, especially in the bathrooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If they cannot lay the floor, how will they add the proper legal bathroom?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, because that could be a catastrophe, more or less. I mean, if there will be like leakage and stuff from the kitchen or from a bathroom, that could be really bad. Could be really costly. So yeah, I'm also afraid. Like, I think it's going to be the same guy who didn't know, to put down the floor, and that's a lot easier thing, than to build a kitchen for sure. So yeah, let's see
He
how
will
this
do
goes.
most of the things.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Actually,
You're a dedicated worker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, good luck. It's hard.
Yeah.
But do you think you will live there?
So if I will live there,
yeah, or you will sell it?
what I think I will do is I think I will fix it. Like I think we'll fix it up properly. I think it's going to be really good, and I will move there, and then fix my current one here at Gärdet, and then maybe I will decide after that to see if which one is better. Maybe I don't know.
Germany.
That might happen also. I mean that I would sell both for sure. I think it's a lot easier to sell both once they're fixed. Because actually, these kitchens, for example, they're not very expensive to buy. That part is actually.
So how much did it cost?
How many?
Including how much did it cost?
So the stuff I bought today was only like 62,000 kronor. But that was only basically the foundations, the cabinets. And then I've already bought all the appliances, and that was like 25,000, I think. But then the real killer will be the countertop. I think that will be at least 50,000, I think.
Yeah.
And then you have the cost to put everything together, or to destroy everything, maybe.
Yeah.
In this case.
So how much will they charge? Or is it like a packet price for everything? Or how much will they charge for the kitchen? Assemble it.
You mean for the work?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember exactly. 80,000 maybe. But that's including everything, the electricity, the plumbing, the installation of everything.
So do you have an Instagram account for your apartment so we can follow how
I
the progress is
don't.
going?
Maybe I should have that actually.
Yeah, it could blow up really for all the users that are looking at this channel.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, what happened to this? Like the exponential growth in views.
We will see. I haven't followed it or mapped any chart, but we will see after this episode.
Yeah, maybe I used the wrong tags last time. I don't know what tags do you suggest this time? Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I used the wrong one.
Yeah. It must it must have been with something with the tax.
Average listening time 3 seconds.
Yeah. No, I think we're like all over the place still a bit. I guess
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean that's fine. But I guess
From
if
your
you really,
economy to your kitchen economy.
yeah.
Everything.
Going down the drain.
Exactly. Yeah. It's difficult to put a label on this channel so far, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, but we were talking about we came to your apartment because we were talking about experts and that you often feel that you are better than the experts with like
Yeah.
10 or 20 years of experience. Is it a Swedish company?
Is it? Sorry, if it's a Swedish.
A Swedish company that it's making the reform?
Yeah, it's a Swedish company. Yeah, it is.
Okay. So
Interesting.
you didn't have to use Google Translate when you were trying to convince the.
No, yeah, the carpenter. He speaks some Swedish, but not perfectly. But that's not the problem with the language. It's and with the other guys, they are. I think they might be. I think they might be born in Sweden actually, but they have maybe their parents who is from other countries.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason for, yeah, I'm not an expert, but I mean, the reason for putting this plastic first, this material, like several reasons, just for the sound. I mean, it will sound better, and also separating the whatever moist that could come from underneath or cold that come from underneath. I'm not an expert,
also.
but yeah.
Yeah, exactly, and I mean it will also absorb if you have like small, it will absorb some of the unevenness. Also, I think it will be smoother in general.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
So I think there is like a lot of reasons for using that, definitely. I mean, if I hadn't seen him, that he would have put down all of this floor, and that's quite a lot of money, and that the result would have been worse for sure, noticeably worse, I think.
So how much does it cost? It's like 1,000 or 1,500 per square meter. It's more.
I think
Material.
the actual floor was some 600 something, or maybe closer to 700 per square meter. But then to actually lay it down per square meter, I don't remember. But it's fairly expensive per square meter to put it down. Actually, I think usually they also, when you put down the fishbone wood, I think they usually like polish it, and they put some stuff on top of it, and so you get like the nice surface on it. So they actually treat it a few times also. So there is some work with it.
And you know that they will treat it afterwards, or it will just be soap.
I'm definitely I'm not sure, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll keep your eyes open.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. So.
Did you have any good subjects for today? We need to prepare maybe a little bit.
Yeah, we need.
Then El Presidente had no ideas at all. He didn't do his homework.
I've actually been working with the kitchen as well. We had a problem with our ice maker in the fridge in like November last year. Came into the kitchen, it was pouring water everywhere, and we had to rip out all the flooring and everything. But
shit.
actually, they came here and just checked everything, and it was kind of okay. So we waited until after Christmas. We didn't want to rip up all the flooring before. So they've been here now and removing all the floor, and we need to look at new floor, see. So it's been a lot of work as well.
I mean, if you have a house, there's so many things that can break and so much maintenance. I mean, well, since you were here, fixed the floor heating that never worked, and then so many other. Now the pump, the pool pump is broken, and before it was the heating pump in the back. I mean, there's so many things that can break. And today I found one of the sun launchers in the pool again. It's so windy yesterday. I mean, these are quite heavy, and they just flew into the pool.
Weird. Other than that, I've been starting to, after some we discussed when we were at your place last, Henrik, about crypto, and I've been trying to trade it some more since it's I think it's a more volatile currency during the weekends, and you can trade it on the evenings as well, and it's fun. I like the crypto. For now, I actually just trade Bitcoin, but it's.
You use Coinbase or?
For now, I'm actually using a prop firm, so it's another company that I can trade a lot of different currencies and crypto and indices and etc. So it's a fun currency. It's I like it. It's very volatile, the Bitcoin, so it's nice. I'm not sure why I haven't traded it before. Yes, so.
Are you just trading like Bitcoin versus dollars or something?
Yes. Just short term. So, but so far it's. I don't want to say it's predictable, but it's moving kind of what I think most of the time. We didn't record it, of course, but I said in the beginning of the week, I think we will break 70 this week, and according to the place where I trade, at least, we were just above 70K. So it's I like it. It's fun to trade.
Yeah. And now it seems like the Swedish krona will continue strengthening because the US probably decided to postpone the lowering the interest rate, and EU decided to do nothing about. And Sweden is still on track on lowering the interest rate, and we can see that now the Swedish krona has strengthened because of that, and probably continue to do that. And we'll see, I think, a big difference when if they do decide to strengthen it, because before Sweden was behind all the different changes. Now it's some steps before, so it will probably go back.
That's good. It would strengthen up a bit. Would be nice.
But what is your gut feeling about Sweden? My gut feeling is that we are not very successful, in general. And the best proof yet, of course, is like the Norwegian guys yesterday. They won like Eurovision for Sweden, right?
Yes.
We cannot even win our own Eurovision Song Contest anymore.
No, I don't think we make any. There aren't any new artists or producers or something. Before it was like so many artists and producers and hit songs, etc. We don't even have that anymore. So I don't know. I guess the only positive thing is now the Åre, the different ski resorts will probably get a lot of tourists from the Alps that when it's too hot, and so they are like keep expanding their business. But other than that, maybe Swedish steel. I'm not sure.
But otherwise, if you look at most of if you look at the economic activity, I mean, we've been like really, in the bottom when it comes to GDP growth. I mean, we've been basically almost like last year we was basically the only country in Europe, with negative growth basically, and we're competing, to have the highest unemployment rate. Is we or Greece maybe? I think, and also if you look at like I don't see like a lot of individual Swedish companies being really successful either, right? I mean, it's just maybe more of a hunch, but also like these big metrics, they don't look very good actually, worse than in a long time, I think.
Yeah, and if they are successful, they're probably moving their business offshore or something. So
Yeah.
I'm not very positive. Also for the quality. I mean, I think the prices have increased a lot in like food compared to Spain, for example. I'm not sure what you have seen. Maybe you don't do the shopping, Daniel.
No, so price doesn't affect me so much. So no,
only your girlfriend. She only
yeah.
straight from her account.
I can agree with other things. It seems like most companies that have been successful are sold. So they move offshore, or they're bought up, and even as you mentioned, new companies move out as well. Cheaper labor.
But also look at the really, the classical Swedish companies. Look at H&M, for example. If you go back like, I don't remember, let's say something like 10 years, then then everything was about H&M or Inditex, they were almost like equal size. If you look now, I think Inditex is like 6x the market cap of H&M.
Yeah.
They are like running all over, like in circles around H&M. It's not even close anymore.
Right.
And why is that? I think I hear a lot of examples like that. It feels like Ericsson is not really number one either anymore. It's like I think it feels like we're losing in many different domains, basically, where we used to be really successful.
I think the problem is change, that we don't adapt change. They think change is that we do focus on environmental issues. That's that kind of change. I mean, if you look at Inditex, I mean, they have all these different. They have Zara. They have my favorite brand, Massimo Dutti. They have like a lot of different brands, different styles, while H&M is just the same thing.
But they have tried a little bit also, right? Maybe not as successfully, but they have tried the same concept, right? They have Monkey, they have this COS, and other stories. They tried, maybe, but probably they haven't succeeded with them the same way as Inditex has. But for some reason.
I can only think about bad reputation. There are a lot of it in the news that there are different type of bad reputation, like child workers and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Maybe.
But are they any worse than Inditex, for example?
Probably not. Probably not.
No, so. Exactly right. Should be the same.
But what was the recent thing that the H&M failed with? It started something that it was like reusing clothes or something.
Yeah, Renewcell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that company went bankrupt now. I think they're closing down the business totally, I think. Yeah, H&M was one of the biggest owners, I guess. I'm not an expert exactly, but there was some kind of recycling concept, I guess.
But selling cheap clothes, is that something that's profitable nowadays? I think when you have an actual store, thinking you can buy so many clothes online for less money. Just think about China producing.
Yeah, in Spain, I see that Zara, for example, that's really cheap clothes compared to H&M. They're really popular. So many people in there, and it feels like they're following the fashion quite well. But maybe it's I'm not sure what the difference is. many companies fail when they are like too big. And Inditex, I think it's more like diverse in the different type of brands.
But I'm not very tempted to like. I don't want to have a lot of investments in Sweden. Actually, I feel more comfortable to have it outside of Sweden. Unfortunately, I mean, look also like
where would it be?
No, but I mean, investment-wise, I mean, I put more and more just in like in a global index fund, or I have basically
low risk crypto.
Yeah, exactly. That's a safe bet. But I mean, I have maybe like 3/4 in the global index and 1/4, in world tech index, and which means that you get the major part in America for sure. But there's also one thing. It feels like we have no ability to compete, with the deep tech, right? I mean, that it's all from America. If you look at the semiconductors, the data centers, or all of and the cloud services, feels like we cannot compete with it.
Right.
I mean, we're not going to develop a competitor to Nvidia. It's not going to happen anytime soon.
No, I don't know if we produce anything in Sweden at all. I mean, we don't even have like farms anymore. It feels we don't produce anything. It's so hard to be a farmer in Sweden, I think.
Yeah. But it feels like also, to me, it feels like more and more power is concentrated and more money is concentrated to really, really big companies. It feels like it's very difficult to, I mean, if you're going to compete with Google or something, I mean, you have to do it on a very, very big scale. You almost cannot do it, I think, from countries of Sweden's size, basically. That's also one reason, I think. I'm not sure if that's dynamic if it will be like that forever, but for sure it feels like that right now.
Yeah, to compete with Google, but I still believe that for different kind of services, it would be not too hard. Let's say if I started again to create an automation tool, I would probably do it a little more efficient, but in 2-3 years, I would have like similar product as the ones that I had. So, and if we have the same features, same price, I think would not be too hard to take at least some part of the market. So for smaller services, I think it's not too hard to copy.
Are you tempted to do it? Could you do it?
That was quick.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I could do it. I have like, I don't know how many years it was, 3 years until I can do something. So to sell something competing, but maybe I could start now. No, but I'm a little bit reluctant to do anything with computers at the moment because I'm a little bit tired of it. And I know how it will be. I will dig a basement in this house and be there for 5 years in the basement again. That's how I work. So
yeah,
I cannot do like any half measure. I need to do it properly. So.
But it would be interesting. At some point, it would be interesting just to like brainstorm about ideas or something, like what you could do now. I mean, if you were to do something like this, it would be interesting actually to see.
But I think we also can be totally safe because nobody listens to this channel anyway. So.
Not right now, but
Yeah, exactly.
soon.
When it blows up, we've already implemented everything. But I think that as well. So in general, I mean, there's so many areas into AI that could simplify things. That would be the easiest to do.
I mean, there have been actually quite a few examples. I think. I mean, at least for me, it's the first like real world applications. Now, I mean, you had the Klarna case. They're saying that they like reduce with 700 people.
Oh, we lost Matt.
Okay, I think it's.
Sorry.
Is he back? You froze up.
He was not updating.
Okay. And then you had another example of this Kry. They also are automating a lot of stuff. They're saying that they have like a real effect. And now I saw the third one, I saw Lyko. I think they are also doing the automated customer service, and they're saying that they make a lot of gains from that. So it's pretty cool actually. Yeah. I haven't seen that many. I mean, the technology has just been out for a year and a half soon maybe, but it's not until now. I think it's now that we're starting to see like the real applications.
Yeah, that is the pain point. I think was my experience: customer service and administration. The rest was cool. I mean, to create the actual service, if I could just focus on that, it could be pretty fast. But now, when we could have this like automated customer service, there's so much time to save and much easier to start a company. Yeah. We'll see what we do in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Now we should discuss it. We should discuss that at some point. It would be interesting, actually.
Yeah, the alternative, of course, to act like some kind of angel investor to someone else that has a good idea, but that might be problematic as well, because you see them like struggling with basic things, and you need to step in, and then you need to work with that full time.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, you also need to. I think basically you need. I mean, I'm thinking a bit about this now. I mean, I need to have, even if, say that the investments are going really well, and you cash out a bit, you still need to have something to do. I mean, that's still. I mean, if I would just give some people money, I still have to figure out what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm struggling with this, because I mean, what I did was like a big identity of me. I had like a purpose, and I knew exactly what I was going to implement in 6, 12, and 48 months. Exactly, I had this plan, and now it's like erased, and I don't have to do anything there. But so when someone asks me what I do, it's really I'm not 100% in line with calling myself like a property developer. That's an exaggeration, and that's not me at all. So it is problematic on a like psychological level, I would say. It's something that I'm thinking about a lot.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can relate to that, actually.
Yeah. But you have your 9 to 5 work, so you don't have to worry.
No, not right now. That's true. but I think that I kind of feel like also I would like to have probably, if I would do like some kind of project, I mean, it would preferably be something that I myself see like a big value in. That would be like a huge bonus, I think, and help with motivation also, probably, than just to do like any kind of service just because you think that could make money or whatever. So that's an interesting aspect.
The passion needs to be there, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true. All right, is the hour up?
Yeah, the 1 hour mark. We'll see. I will upload this and add some tags, and we'll see how.
Good tags.
Please like and subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we missed probably last time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the reason.
And put on the alert, right? So you get alerted when there's a new video coming. That's important.
Notifications.
Notifications.
We'll be
Exactly.
here every Friday, maybe Sunday, maybe Saturday. 1 or 2 hours. With or without beer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How many
Okay.
views do you think? How many views do you think we will have this time? Was it 28? The first one, I think. We have to aim for.
Yeah,
twice.
probably I looked at it 15 times, so no. I don't know.
That's good.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
how. It would be really interesting how someone found this, if they were like vegans or something else.
Yeah.
Might be
Yeah, exactly.
in for a bad surprise.
But
They
I think
hope
we have
for
to
that.
prepare next time to have like better topics and maybe like contemporary topics. So it's stuff that people Google on.
Yeah.
Exactly. And shouldn't we have like some kind of thumbnail also, like, Bitcoin exploding, and then we will all look like we're terrified or something, so people, I mean, it must be some kind of clickbait. It must be a clickbait, right?
Yeah. Okay. Today it's your responsibility to ask AI to generate the thumbnail for this video while I'm downloading and uploading, and you can just send it on WhatsApp and.
Yeah.
You won't believe something, and isn't that the normal thing that they say?
You won't believe what happened today.
Perfect.
Then people really they're going to watch the whole episode, right? Because I mean it's
They will see that we're serious when we start talking about your kitchen.
That's great.
Okay, thanks for today. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
Which day it will be.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Bye for now.
Have a nice week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.